maybe.
Okay, so I am.
So we're going to start the meeting, and hopefully someone will come to add on to our quorum.
Mhm.
So I'll leave the minutes, and that's the only thing that's going to be voted on till later, and see if I can do that towards the end of the meeting. So thanks to all of you for coming this evening. And I have a few announcements to make before we get into the budget. Nick Fazio called me about 2 weeks ago. He's going to be doing, he's the economic development chair of the committee. He is planning on doing a cleanup on Johnson Avenue. He's working with Ramdat, getting some students from RKA to help. And he wanted to do it jointly with us. So we don't know all the particulars, but in the meantime, I said that I think that that's a great idea and that we would participate. Don't know what that means exactly, but we'll see as it goes along. The New York City housing is getting a broadband, which is long in coming, because the students there don't have the Wi-Fi and the ability to use their computers, as I understand it. And this is very helpful. So I'm glad that they are finally getting it. The state tests in grade 3 and 8 will be given next month. The schools are trying, not our schools, but around the country, there are also in some of the other boroughs are trying to get away from all the testing. And they're talking about not giving the regents any longer. And in its place, there's supposed to be, and it seems that about 30 schools have already done that. They base it on a project that the children get involved in. Some schools it's science, other schools it's other things, but they evaluate that piece of work that the children do in the project, and they base graduation on that, I guess, along with the rest of their marks as far as the other subjects are concerned. So I have mixed feelings personally, because regents have been around forever. And I think it was a testing that proves that the education was working. I don't know that every child is able to do the project. Some of the ones that I heard about, you really have to be in the top of your class in order to do it. And of course, those are the ones that they interviewed. I'm sure that some of the children can't really accomplish what they want to accomplish. So I don't know what kind of help they get, but they are basing graduation on that. So there's a lot going there. As I say, I have mixed feelings about it, but I can't vote for it one way or the other. So I'm just reporting. Mayor Adams announced that they're putting a new office into City Hall on early childhood and childcare. The Education Department and the administration for Children's Services failed to pay preschool providers on time. And Adams shelved plans to expand the preschool for 3-year-olds, as some of the programs have gone unfilled and oversubscribed. So I think that what he's trying to do is keep it close to his vest and perhaps oversee it in City Hall, so that none of these things will occur. I guess we have to wait and see how it works out, if that's really what is going to happen. The Columbia University is no longer requiring undergraduate applicants to submit their SATs and the ACTs standardized testing. They're the first ones that in the Ivy League that permanently will consider that test optional. So it's not for everyone. And it was started in 2020, 21, and expanded in 23, 24. Many of the other Ivy League schools are going to 25, but here again, it's being dumbed down because they're not really encouraging this. So I don't know what's going to happen. The fourth grade will take decades to recover from the damage caused by the pandemic. The losses were greater in the early grades, which is understandable. And during the 46 weeks that students remotely did their work, they only absorbed equivalent of 19 weeks, which is a tremendous loss. So it was equivalent to a 30-week loss in the classroom time. That was a national average by a consulting firm. They are trying, they being the DOE, is trying to get tutors to help the children. I don't know how that's going. And if they have enough tutors to help all the children. But that's a big loss, actually. Fourth grade is very important. And it's hard to make up that kind of time. And the Summer Rising program, which one of our members had been so interested in last year, but he's not here tonight, will own, it used to be first come, first serve, and now they're giving priority only to the students that attend the Department of Youth Services programs during the year. So that that kind of whittles it down, because the first come, first serve, they filled up the spaces very quickly, and then other children couldn't participate. So I guess they feel that this is a better way of doing it. We'll see how that works out. And lastly, well, yes, and lastly, I guess you've all heard about the A1 intelligence that they're using in the schools. It's sort of like the machines are taking over. The city had reached to the feeling that the children, it's used mostly for writing, and they felt that the students would use the A1 intelligence for plagiarizing their work, because they could just copy it off the computer. And they
Sylvia,
weren't,
sorry, I think it's AI,
yeah.
artificial intelligence, not A1.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it and it looks like a one.
I know,
You're right. It's AI.
AI.
In any case, they had discounted it, they banned it, and they felt that the children would look for ways of getting good marks just using the computer. In fact, my daughter went to Bronx Science and she did some report, and she had a teacher that accused her of plagiarizing, which she didn't do, and gave her a very low mark. This was a very bright child, not because she was mine, but because she was and is. So children do that, but children who are really genuinely bright also get accused of it unfairly. So the DOE is now allowing it, feeling that there should be a more secure application of the program, and that it has merit with possibilities to engage in language and critical thinking. So we'll see how that works out. They are coming up with things all the time. The chancellor announced the other day that he feels that there should be alternative um, graduation track with schools that teach, plumbing, car repair, all the things that you use every day, which are not in the schools because somebody along the way felt that everybody should go to college. But that isn't for every child. And if they have an aptitude to do something else, they should get credit for it. So he's trying to put that into place. They've been in, being the chancellor and the mayor, have been in for a year, over a year, and they have not established any new programs. So I think that a lot of it is just talk. And we'll have to see if anything actually comes out of all these things that I found interesting. But I don't know. We have to wait and see. So that's basically my report. And are there any questions or anything? You can have put input. Nothing. Okay. The budget. The budget for FY25 is upon us. The letters did go out to the schools and they got reminders, and I only received 2 back. It's the slowest year that I've ever had. And I think that one of the things that is happening is that Councilman Dinowitz is offering his discretionary funds right now to the community, and they are guaranteed because he really does have the money. Whereas I reported to OMB, Office of Management and Budget, and they mostly turn down education requests. So the principals know that. And everything that they have gotten since I've been chair of the committee have come from elected officials. So I think that principals are not wasting their time getting in touch with the education committee, but they're going to the source. And I can't blame them. Some of the things that I think that are important as far as we are not getting any responses from the schools are other things. First of all, and I will certainly call on the librarians, but I think that that is a well-established place to start as far as the education committee is concerned. Of course, I'm going to ask for the 6-day service to be continued, but they're already saying that they want to cut out the Saturdays. They're cutting the hours of the regular days. And that is going to be a situation which is not good as far as the community is concerned, because many people depend on the libraries for many things. And one of them being the students go there after school. It's a place to be safe and have something to do while they wait for their parents to pick them up. And also doing research and everything else that they have, and taking advantage of the after-school program and such. So I'm going to concentrate on that a little bit so that perhaps that will loosen up some money. I don't know. The other thing that I'm going to suggest is to keep funding the safety officers in the schools, although they're not armed, but they are a presence. And as you see in Nashville, Tennessee, there was another shooting, and 3 9-year-olds were killed and 3 staff members. So I have been a proponent of closing the front door, making it difficult for people to get in. The person in Nashville broke into a side door, breaking the glass and then entering the school. She had been a student, and I guess that she wasn't a happy one. So she did that, but I would think that you put up as many obstacles that you can in order to keep the children safe. And I'm going to advocate for that. And if you have any other suggestions, these are things that just kind of popped out in the last couple of days. But if you have anything else that you think is worthy of being put onto our budget of a broader sense rather than an actual school, now's the time to mention it. Anyone have anything? The librarian, do you want to give a report? You have to unmute yourself. Aga, do you have anything to contribute?
So I guess we can discuss the report on the libraries. The advocacy campaign has started, and last week our president Tony Marks and the other presidents from Brooklyn and Queens library systems met at the city hall, and some of us were present, to support our president in advocating to, maintain the budget for upcoming year and advocating for the libraries. I was there in person. Unfortunately, the room where the hearing took place, they didn't allow too many people to go in because of the safety issues. So a lot of us were kept outside, so we couldn't actually listen to the hearing. But everything has been, available online. So like we follow through, and you can also read about the hearing. It has been posted, but definitely we're trying to encourage all the patrons to fill out, letters to be sent to the city hall to support, in support of the libraries. We fighting to maintain 6-day service, maintaining the hours. The hours were cut before. We don't want to cut any more hours.
Right.
Especially my branch lost all the late hours, and I know the community was not too happy about it. I know Peter's Rebecca is open until 6, so she's in the same situation as Spite and Dival, but Martha and Peter, right? You guys you open late until 7, so they maintained late hours, but we lost it last time. So hopefully we'll maintain the 6-day service with the hours that we offer right now.
Right.
Martha's branch is busy with after-school programs, organized after-school programs. We all have a lot of youth coming to the branches after school. And like you said, libraries has always been a safe place, welcoming space. So we see that all the time. We don't offer any after-school programs, but we do invite everybody, and we have kids from PS24, kids from RKA, St. Gabe's, children, Atmosphere Middle School that is being
In Marble Hill, yeah.
Actually, no, the one that took over the space at the synagogue, across the street from-
right.
Yeah, I
That's
think they
one
have 3
grade.
grades. Is it just 1 grade this year?
I
Yeah,
believe so.
yeah. So, they all coming to the library. So, we pretty much the only space that is free of charge and open until 6 for
Right.
them to come and study, do homework, meet with friends,
right, right.
shelter when the weather is not good outside. So we hope that we can maintain all the services that we've been providing until now.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I know that when Tim was there, we had gotten to the point where Spite and Diver was to be enlarged. I don't hear anything about it anymore. You say you don't know anything about it. Would it be all right if I put a request in to, continue to, I think they even had money for it at that time, but I'd like to put it on my list to request it being extended, the
Sylvia,
building.
Sylvia, let us reach out to our government relations department and find out if there's a reason why it's no longer on the list. Because it could be something with the city, or they have something going on with the city or something like that. I don't want you to put it on there and waste a spot when there might be something going on with it already. So we'll reach out to government
Oh.
relations to get you
Oh, could you check on it?
more information. Yeah, we'll check on it for you, and
Or
I'll
is
let you
that
know what
something
they
I
say.
can do?
I mean, we can give you their email, but if it's easy for us to just reach out and let them know that you were inquiring about it, I'm sure they'll get back to you.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't have to do it, as long as I know whether I should put it on or not.
Yeah, I'll send an email
I don't
tomorrow.
want to muddy the waters, if
Yeah.
they're thinking about it, I don't want to, stop them from doing it,
Mhm.
but
Because it
I-
was on the list a while ago and it's not on there now. I'm sure there's a reason behind it. I will try to find out for you.
okay,
I
great.
agree with Peter as well. I remember there was a specific reason, but I don't remember what it was.
What it was, yeah. On a more
Because
positive note,
that
I
branch
wanted to,
is very small and it is utilized to the extent that it is. So if they were able to do something, that would be great. Because that branch should be larger. When that was built, the community of Riverdale was a lot smaller. And we should make some room for more of the community to be able to utilize it. But I would appreciate it if you could do that for me, Peter.
no problem.
Um,
I wanted to highlight two upcoming programs in my branch that I think
Sure.
would be of interest. We're CCP parents, college and career pathways. I've talked about it a few times here. I'm not going to go into it, do the whole spiel
Yeah.
again. But we also have our teen librarian who used to work in one of our research libraries for specifically our science, engineering, and business library. So she has history with helping people with their finances. So she's going to have two teen programs geared towards financial literacy for teens. One is April 6th, financial literacy trivia, and the other is April 20th, financial literacy bingo. And I think I'm so happy, and I wanted to promote it for her because, teens, this is a great time, especially in the world we're living in today where money inflation and things like that are so crazy. It's good to have an idea about money and how to save and what to spend and what not to spend. So I'm proud that she's focusing on teens now, so that by the time they're adults, maybe they'll have some kind of understanding of financial literacy. So I wanted to promote those really quickly.
My husband many years ago felt that was very important in education. So I think it's a wonderful thing that you're doing that now. Or anytime. It's just a
Yeah.
very important thing to know as you grow older and more mature, and you should be able to know what to do with your money.
Exactly.
Yeah. Martha, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, thank you, Sylvia. First, I'd like to say thank you so much to the community and to the board for always supporting the Union Public Library. We really appreciate it. Yeah, the budget cuts, that we don't like that word, right? Budget cuts.
Right.
That's where, the song and dance every year, right? The first thing to go is education, which is astounding to me. But Like Aga said, like Peter said, like Rebecca said, we're all in this fight together. So we definitely are going to call on our community for the support, and we're super grateful that they have our backs. That being said, we are going hard and we're going strong with this advocacy. We have a couple of programs coming up in gear for the advocacy with the after school, right, letter writing campaign. We're going to do a tour. We're going to do a walk through the community with the kids, with the adults, with the seniors, just to get the word out. We're going to hit the pavement, right? Old school. We're going to go and walk to Dinowit's office. We're going to, yeah, and we have his support too. But we want to know, we want to let the community know that we're still here. We need their support, and we want to show what the kids are doing. So we have PS 207, PS 7, Amber Charter School, RKA 368. They're all coming to the New York Public Library to do a rally, not a big rally, like a soft rally. So we're getting together all the kids and all the communities and the teachers. We're going to do a big library card campaign. And just to promote library services, right? We're going to show them what we're all about. Like, don't give up on us. Don't forget about us. The community needs us. The kids needs us. So that's happening. We don't have a date yet. It's going to be in late April. But we'll communicate that, and we'll get the flyers out to the community board. So you can send out an email blast and support us. We appreciate that. The after school is going strong. We have 2 new teachers, 2 male teachers, and they're bilingual. They're going strong with the learning and teaching the kids. And Amber Charter School is our biggest kids that come to our after school. A lot of the kids that are coming from 207 are unattended. They latchkey, what we call latchkey. They come on their own or with an older sibling. And we do definitely recognize that they're coming on their own, and we do recognize that we are their safe place, and we want them to continue to think of the library as a safe place. So we are definitely going to be talking about that at our campaign. Teen book discussion is going strong. We had a great program with the Culture Pass. We're doing voting for Culture Pass throughout the 3 systems. It's over now, but the New York Public Library, specifically the West Bronx, we have 2 that are finalists. So you should be very proud of your board. Marshallu, and there's another one I don't remember, but Marshallu is on there. So they're finalists. So that's for the West Bronx. The Culture Pass that we did was in partnership with the museum, the Gegg Museum, and it was a family workshop, and the kids came. We had 17 people, and they just gave them art supplies and told them, like, create whatever you want to create. We had a lot of fun with it. We posted it to our social media. And what else? I'm just doing so much, doing a lot, just like every other location.
Right, that's one of the things that I want to stress in your support, because you, over the years, have introduced a tremendous amount of programs, and it would be such a loss to have them disappear. Because I know a lot of work went into actually getting it done, so I understand that. As far as the council is concerned, do you have any hope that they're going to revert some of that, the cuts that
We're
are supposed to
hoping.
be made?
I hope
hoping.
so. It's always a song and dance, and we're hoping that our advocacy is strong, that they turn it around. So we're hopeful. We are hopeful.
Good, good.
Yeah, and we are doing a computer class on Zoom. We're teaching Zoom so that more people can, get
Oh, when are you
together.
having that? I need the help.
Oh, so we're having it April 15th at 1:00. That's a Saturday. And we're doing it. I think Senator Jackson is supposed to come on, once we get everybody situated with the Zoom, he's going to do a guest appearance. So the target date is for Saturday, April 18th. I'll shoot you an email just to
April
remind you,
15th or
Sylvia.
April 18th?
April 15th.
15th, yeah. Mhm.
I'll send you
Yeah.
the flyer, remind you. Sylvia.
Right.
Okay, and Riverdale has two big events that are happening along with what we regularly do. Of course, we do our early childhood programs on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday is virtual, all at 10:15. We're very busy in the morning. But this month, I'm happy at Riverdale to announce that we're having a Key to the City Family Resource Fair. And that will be on Tuesday, April 18th at 11:30 until 3:30. And this is to target, families in the community, give them resources on how to sign up for for school, for, of course, getting a library card, health insurance, and mental health resources. They're also going to be giving out food boxes to the participants. So I'll send you a flyer on that, Sylvia. And
Good.
I'm also having one of our local authors. She's a former Riverdale Country School teacher. She wrote a picture book, and she will be doing an in-person live book talk. She wrote it's a beautiful book. Let me just bring up her name. I'm going to not say it right, but it's Gupta, her last name. And just look forward to it. I will send you the flyer. But we're just like
Terrific.
Martha and Peter and Aga, we are serving the community. We're doing a lot of, I have an outdoor garden space, so we will be using that. We have a green grant, so both for adults, children, and teens. So sun printing, um, planting a butterfly garden or expanding upon a butterfly garden, and even herb garden planting for adults for their pet for.
Is that in front of that area in front of your entrance?
We will. The butterfly garden is in front of our entrance, but the adult program is actually a take-home program, so the adults can come and plant their own herbs and bring their project home so that they have a nice herb garden in their home.
Oh, nice.
So, it, yeah, MYPL Green, Balcony Gardening and Cultivating Urban Spaces. It's a long title, but
Big title.
big title, but that's going
Yeah.
to take place in April and May. And, you know, we hope to continue having wonderful stuff like our book club and our writer's circle met today. So we have a lot going on.
I know you all do.
We want to continue.
I want you to continue.
Thank you.
I grew up going to the library regularly with my sister, and I found it very enjoyable. So, having it there and using it and enjoying it is really uppermost in my mind. So anything I can do to help, I'm willing to do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Peter, uh, do you have anything to add? Or you just, you gave a report, actually.
Sylvia,
Um,
if I can just say one more.
Sure.
So I forgot to mention that the New York Public Library is we're participating in Hip Hop 50, the anniversary. It's all over the news. I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
didn't hear about it. So
Right.
Kingsbridge is participating. We have put in a request to close the street. June
Oh.
28th is our Kingsbridge anniversary. We're looking to close the street between Corlear and Tibbet. We want to have it right in front of the library. I reached out and did all my paperwork. I did the permit, I did the SAPO, I did everything that I need to do. I will reach out for a letter of support from the community board to, you know, give my spiel to NYPD and hope and pray that they support this big
Right.
initiative. Yeah.
Right. Well,
So,
usually those SAPO applications to close the street do come to the community board.
right.
Uh, So, and this has, you know, it's a slam dunk, you know, there's no problem. But I'll be looking for it.
I'll send it to you. And so yeah, so it's going to be June 28th. That's
Mhm.
again, that's Kingsbridge anniversary. And that is actually the day after school is closed. So we were very strategic in our planning and making sure that it doesn't disrupt school.
Right.
And my colleagues will be there to support, and we'll have tabling, we'll have some partners. It's going to be a fun day. So please look out for that. And I know that you will support it. And I thank you in
Yep.
advance.
Please to do that. I don't know who is behind that telephone number, but you have your hand up. Do you want to contribute something to the meeting? If you could unmute yourself, that would be helpful, but I don't know how to get to you. Myra, what do we do? Should I call him up? Or hit her or who?
I think they got it.
Ira, you muted. We cannot hear you. if you talk.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Yes,
This is Georgia.
we see your
Sylvia.
hand. Oh, it's Georgia.
I've been
uh,
raising my hand and it just,
Oh, I
don't
thought
know
you
what
wanted to speak. I didn't realize you were just letting us know that you're here. I don't recognize your number, so, you know, I'm
Yeah,
sorry about
yeah.
that. But
No,
thank you
that's
for letting us
okay.
know.
Because I was calling someone else just to try to get in, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
But I've
okay.
heard just about everything you all were saying.
Uh-huh.
About
Great,
the
I'm glad you're
school, you know,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh. Myra, you were saying something, but are you unmuted? Hello?
Now I am.
Oh,
Um,
good.
Yeah, so did you want me to speak a little bit about
The
cultural?
cultural affairs? Sure.
Yes. So I just will tell the committee that as of this month is my last month on the community board. I have decided not to apply for reappointment. But I plan to stay on this committee so that I can represent cultural affairs in the district. Since I'm a member of the Riverdale Art Association and the Riverdale Choral Society, and we have a lot going on. The Riverdale Choral Society is having a concert on May 7th at Christ Church on Henry Hudson Parkway. We rehearse at Christ Church and we do our concerts there. And we're singing a piece called The World Beloved, a Bluegrass Mass, and plus 5 short pieces. We've actually done the mass before. And, you know, if you can get there, this is just a fabulous piece of music. It is so much fun. It's great fun to sing. It's great fun to listen to. So there'll be flyers going out about it.
And what time would that be at Christ Church?
It's at 3.
At 3.
Yep, Sunday, May 7th.
Right. Okay.
And so that's that. The Riverdale Art Association is always looking for venues to show art. So
They still have the show on, right?
we have shows on. We
Till the
have
30th?
we have a show at Christ Church now. We'll be putting up another show, I think the middle of April, when the current one comes down. We have a show called Heart and Soul. And I want to give a shout out to Gallery 505, which is on 236th Street. It's part of the KRVC.
Yes.
Economic Development, and they've been just doing a bang-up job of supporting local artists, not only the visual artists, but poets, authors have been giving readings at Gallery 505. So, they deserve a shout out. Also, Gallery 18 at the Y is also, always has a show on and has been doing shows with Riverdale Art Association artists. So we have a very active arts community here, all different forms of art. So hopefully we can spread the word more widely.
Well, I did see in the Riverdale Press that they did actually a picture and a story on the Art Society.
Mhm.
And that's why I happened to see that it was until the 30th. So you are getting it out, and it is visible, and it's wonderful that that is finally happening.
And it's art association. It's the Riverdale Choral Society and the Riverdale Art Association.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Mhm.
Anyone else want to contribute anything on any of the topics? Well, that kind of ends what I was going to do. So if there's nothing new, then I guess we're going to adjourn.
Do
Do
we
I
have
have a
enough
motion
for the
to
minutes,
adjourn?
Sylvia?
Yeah,
Wait, do we have
sure.
enough to vote on the minutes?
Oh, the minutes. Wait, let me count. It should be enough.
Sure.
1, 2,
There's 5 members.
3, 4,
5.
5. Well, we should have 6, but
Mm.
I don't think we have enough.
No.
Got it. Okay.
We don't have enough.
Mhm.
Okay.
Did you count mine,
Yes, we counted you.
Sylvia?
Yes, I
Okay.
did. Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I
Let
guess
me
in that
let me
case,
take the vote anyway, and I don't know
Oh,
whether
okay.
I'll put it in my minutes or not. I'll decide
Sure.
about that afterwards. So, anyone against the
Well,
approval of the minutes?
I have a correction. for the
Okay.
minute. Yeah, it's the Riverdale Art Association.
Oh, did I do it wrong?
Yeah, yes,
I apologize.
no problem.
And the other one is,
Is
let me write it down.
Okay, Riverdale Choral Society.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Won't make that mistake again.
Thank you.
Okay, and I guess that is the end of my meeting.
Mhm.
Thank you all for coming, and stay well, and we'll see you in October, see you in April, and we'll finalize the budget. Hopefully that will all be straightened out by that time. And
Sure. So, motion to adjourn then. Sorry, let me give it for you. So.
okay. Thank you for that. And we've taken a vote. So take care, all of you, and thank you for coming.
Right, and I'm stopping.
Good night.
Thanks, Sylvia. Appreciate it.
Bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yes.